Welcome to the Maven Marketing Podcast. Today is Maven Monday. I'm your host, Brandon Welch, and I am joined by Caleb. What's your inbox count, Agee?
Oh, that's a good question. Hold on. I'm at, hold on.
Riley is out today, so it's got to be bad.
For you.
Yeah, I'm at, it just says 99 plus. So as soon as Riley returns, it'll be back to
unread is 2, but I think my inbox count is in the 60s right now. My phone doesn't tell me the actual number. I like to keep it less than 50 if I can, because I want on the desktop, like on the computer, that's one page. I want one page. So I like folders, file things away, archive.
Yeah.
But I leave it in the inbox if it's not solved.
Caleb's one of the better email managers I know. And speaking of email management, this is the place where we help you eliminate waste in advertising, grow your business, and achieve the big dream. And we're just going to hit one out of the park today. It's a question we get asked by literally everybody. How often should I be sending email marketing to my customers?
Yeah. If you don't know, email marketing is probably one of the most inexpensive, quick to pull off,
highest ROI. It is the highest ROI thing you can do.
Yeah, media that you can use, and we put that in the category of a yesterday customer. So in the Maven, yesterday, in the Maven method, we have 3 types of customers that every good marketing plan speaks to all 3 at any given time. Today customer needs what you are selling right now. Tomorrow customer doesn't need what you're selling right now, but they will someday. And a yesterday customer is somebody who's already really been in contact with you or bought from you. We can add value and create a tribal bond and have them come back for repeat business
with their friends and their family.
Or their friends and family.
That's
referral
right.
business. So
for that reason, because this is a misleading number, because it is actually reflecting all of the goodwill that you've already spent. But if you were just looking at email in and of itself, Litmus research firm says $36 to $40 are returned for every dollar spent. So every dollar you spend, you're getting $40 in sales. You know what? The truth is there's marketing costs that has been long sunken into that past customer.
Yeah.
But you're just reharvesting it.
Yes.
And it's like, man, it's like if you won somebody over, like this, it's marriage. This is marriage. Like, why, if we've hit the home run as Caleb and I have in our spouses, why would we keep dating? Happened to me the first time.
Yes, me too.
Right.
Yeah.
So why would we mess that up? Why would we keep trying to, go for other people? It's like, this customer's already said, yes, I've committed to you in this category and you're my lifelong person so long as you keep showing up for me.
Yep.
Right. Fred Reicheld, who's like a famous guy who talked, there's a very famous quote from Bain & Company. We've used it a lot of times. A 5% increase in customer retention can increase your profits by 25 to 95%.
That's crazy.
If you just focus a little more on keeping your customers, imagine a 95% increase in profitability.
Yeah.
And so the short answer to how often should you be emailing your customers is more than you are. More than you are right now, I'll bet.
Probably.
We've had people come in here with $50 to $100 million ad budgets and going like, how do we get more customers out of this? And we, even at that level, even that really high level, sophisticated marketing plans, all of those things, we are still saying focus on your yesterday customer more.
Yeah.
So short answer, it's the best and most profitable thing you could be doing. Second answer is there are some benchmarks you could use to determine, hey, do I have like the green light to send more?
To keep going, or am I overdoing it? And I think that's what we're trying to, obviously our broad strokes answer is probably you're not doing it enough. Don't worry about it so much. But here's the fallback. When you are sending them and you feel like you're doing it at somewhat consistent frequency, and by the way, you can vary this. We're not really going all in on tactics and email marketing tactics today. We're talking about how often you should do this. It's more of a strategy question. But if your unsubscribe rate is under 0.3%, so if it is less than 1/3 of 1% of your entire list is unsubscribing in a single send, then you have a green light really to continue forward. If you notice it going higher than that, you need to investigate your list, really, is probably what's going on, or your content. And we'll talk about both of those. if you're sending less than twice a month, you're probably not frequent enough. We talk about frequency a lot in tomorrow marketing, but in yesterday marketing, it's just as relevant. How often are we in front of that customer? How often do they see us adding to their lives, building a relationship with them, because they've already entered in, like Brandon said before, a relationship with us. Yes. And so how often are we coming back to add value to that relationship, to add value to their lives? And, just a quick number would say, if you're not sending more than twice a month, you're too easily forgotten.
Too easily forgotten. Yeah. Way under the threshold. Here's what I will say. Minimum for a service business, once a week. Minimum. If you're not doing that, for our customers, like we're always telling them, let's do more. And for most people we're serving at a direct level, it's at least, 4 emails a month. And you're going, okay, so what should I say? Well, you could even be a plumber. And it's like, how often does a plumber have something valuable to say? If you tie this to your brand personality and you become more than just being a plumber, that's the whole point of email marketing. It's a very cheap, very easy way to maintain that relationship. And so it could be things like, hey, this month we're supporting this cause and help us do it. It could be 5 random things we saw driving around in our trucks this week. Mm-hmm. The good news, the pipeline of good news, right?
Yeah.
I'm just making up something for a plumber. This is off the cuff. Mm-hmm. It could be some sort of thing that ties into your personality, like dad jokes or recipes, or
could be seasonal things. Like if you're a plumber, you could talk about winter or high heat, or different things like that.
It could be stories about something that is like, good old fashioned nostalgia things, like I remember when. Or like for us, it's been Frankly Friday, and it's just been like philosophy, life, kind of life, faith, work type stuff that we just sound off on. And are they inspired by communication related things? Yes. But it really has nothing to do with marketing or doing more marketing services with us.
Yeah.
Yet people over the years have become, regular readers of that. And it's that relationship. It's an extra facet.
Yeah. And I think we've tucked this away, but you'll notice, no, not yet have we said sell something.
Yeah.
That is the trick with email marketing. I think a lot of people are saying, I feel like I'm bothering people too much. If you are selling every single time, if you are talking to a past customer and all you're asking them to do is spend more money, then yes, of course you are bothering them.
Well, you're just going to be irrelevant. I don't know a person who gets mad at emails. I think that there is a falsehood that the business owners people are sitting around going, this company emails me too much, I hate them. Yeah. And it's like going to add to your negative reputation. Man, email is not a new thing.
No.
It's 30 years old.
Yeah.
Email is...
Everybody knows how to unsubscribe if they don't want to. And
everybody gets more emails than they're actually going to read, just like you get more snail mail than you're actually going to read, but it doesn't equal a negative for you. But you also, for the effectiveness and to get this nice return, you don't want to just be sending offers all the time.
Yeah.
So use it as an extension of your personality. And I don't care if these days, if you want to lean on GPT to help you just make something fun and entertaining, I would have some sort of thematic, like predictability or just repetition to it. Like if you're the dad joke guy, do the dad joke. If you're the mom tips gal, do the mom tips. If you're the adventure getaway random story type people, do that. But I would recommend there's a really solid example of a real estate company. People buy homes like every 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And there's a real estate company that did such a good job over the years doing these blogs on nostalgia. And it was just local nostalgia. And it's like 5 things you'll remember if you were a 90s kid in this town.
Yeah.
And, local landmarks and just like things that are like, oh yeah, I remember that. And had nothing really to do with selling houses or connecting people with agents or generating leads. But people open those emails at like 50, 60, 70% open rates.
Yeah.
And
they were probably getting more readership than the local paper was at that same time.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. So a couple of quick things. If you're not getting a 20% open rate, you probably need to do better on your content and your
subject line.
Yeah, and your subject line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's a sign that you're not being interesting enough.
Yeah, your subject line obviously gets the click and the open, but what also affects your next open is your last email.
Yeah.
So if you were relevant last time and I opened it, but if you aren't relevant last time, I probably won't open it next time. They want to
open you again.
So that's a key.
And so look for that 20% open rate. It's like thumbs up if you're getting that. Just keep doing what you're doing. You also want to make sure your unsubscribe rate isn't more than 0.3% per send. So if you're most unsubscribe rates we see are like in the 0.1-ish range. And it's like you're totally fine. That's just part of the game. It's just like people get off your list. Okay, don't get
hurt about it. Don't go looking at who unsubscribed
until you realize it's like your best friend. You're like, really? So and sometimes email programs are doing that automatically. So it's not even necessarily them saying, don't email me anymore. But a good MailChimp or a good Constant Contact or any good mail program will manage that for you. And then generally, if you are doing offers, if you are doing a special offer and you're doing it the right way and saying, hey, click here to get this offer, that button needs to be getting a 2% click-through rate. That's a pretty good sign. Like if you got 20% open rate, 0.3% unsubscribe rate or less, and then a 2% click-through rate on that big button, you're doing really good. And I would recommend your offers. Do them as often as you're going to do them as part of your strategy. But, once every 5 to 10 sends should be a special offer.
Yeah.
And by the way, when you do an offer, that should be like 3 emails. It should be, hey, we're doing this. And then in the middle of it, this is still going on. Don't, get it before while it lasts.
It's the last day.
And the last day, last chance,
Yeah.
That's the proper way to do email. So we've talked about you should be doing it more. Here's some benchmarks to consider that you've got good content mix, be adding value more than in just offers and promotions and saying buy stuff from me. And then what else have we added that, Caleb?
I think we've alluded to this all the way through, but it's send emails as often as you have something great to say.
Yeah.
And you won't be annoying if you write great content. And I think that's the key. That's the trick in all of this is be interesting, be exciting, sell, be a friend more often than you're selling, and be helpful.
Yeah.
Add value. And I think those are the kinds of things most of the time I think people cringe at their own sending rate because they know what they're sending is not adding value. Like inherently, I think they know, I'm asking too much right now. And that check is actually okay. When you've changed your content to be helpful more often, that's when you're winning.
Yes. Email isn't dead, but your customer's memory might be if you don't stay with them.
Yeah. Hey, real quick side note. If you are waking up your email list because you haven't sent in a long time, and this is your reminder, and you're going to say, "Hey, I'm getting started right now." Take it in stride and start as if you'd never been gone before. Watch.
Don't apologize.
Don't apologize.
Jumping back on here.
Just
sorry, been gone a while. Nobody noticed.
Send it. They weren't sitting there waiting. Like, oh man, I don't feel like Best Buy hasn't emailed me in a while. Nobody's sitting around waiting for that email. So just send the email. Pretend like it's always you sent it last Friday and you sent it the Friday before. Just go. And then the other thing is, if your list has been old or cold, maybe if it's more than 12 months old, watch that unsubscribe rate, watch your bounce rate, and just make sure you send to a good active list so that you end up not getting blocked by major inboxes. Yeah. So there's a little bit, your email sending software should help you with that.
If it's been a long time since you've emailed and you've got a big list, be careful with that. And if that's you and you're going, hey, what do I do with that? There's some extra rules that we're not going to put in this podcast.
Yeah.
But call a friend, phone a friend. Matter of fact, we'll give you one on the house, and then we'll suggest that you join the Maven Marketing Mastermind, because that's where we answer stuff like that every week. See what I did there? But Maven Monday at frankandmaven.com. Send your extra email questions that we may not have gotten to here, because there are some what ifs. And then for everybody, we are having such a good time in the Maven Marketing Mastermind. We are growing businesses. We're seeing our tribe make progress in their marketing plans. They're getting stuff out in the world. They're getting new customers. And man, that is what we live for here at Maven Marketing Podcast and the Maven Marketing Mastermind and Frank and Maven and all that. So if you want to join that, if you are feeling just a little bit unsure about your marketing, maybe a little bit lonely in the marketing department, or a little bit just looking for inspiration or fun, come join the tribe.
It's a good time.
We're showing up every other week and having a great conversation about marketing, and we're making real improvements to marketing plans.
Mm-hmm.
You will grow because of this.
Yes.
And it's at a fraction of a fraction of a fraction at what you would normally have to invest to get a team to do that for you. And you got Caleb and I. Come on.
Oh my.
Enough said, right? One of those. Caleb, right? So, hey, we'll be back here every week answering your real life marketing questions. Check out that Maven Marketing Mastermind at mavenmethodtraining.com, and we'll see you next week, because marketers who can't teach you why
are just a fancy lie.
Almost lost it there. Have a great week.